is that going to split us into two? Is it going to split us? I don't know if that's going to split us into two. If you are watching this and it's part two, I can only apologise. Please go and watch part one. I think I made a boo-boo there. If I'm not restarting though, you can have it in two parts. So yeah, the last cool thing is, so this has obviously got like your classic black Mega Drive, cover. But on the other side,
reversible cover.
it's got
okay.
different,
Nice.
completely different art as well, Andy, if you notice. And it's got the blue Mega Drive, kind of the Japanese style because it's got the MD logo at the top up here. I like them both. I can't decide what one I like better. I think I kind of like the black one for just now. Tanglewood and stuff, but I will always. There's another one that's coming that kind of reminds me of Rocket. Remember the Rocket Mouse, whatever it was called, Rocket Adventures. There's another one coming, but this one's Demons of Asteborg, and it looks really awesome. I love the way that they've put their studio logo, the studio name, in the Mega Drive logo.
Mega Drive logo, yeah.
So that's a really cool one. So that was my second pickup for this month. I love the wee extras they gave you. I think that was only about £40, by the way. I don't think it was an expensive one to back.
Okay. My next one is another Disney Infinity character. Again, as I said, I've been picking up the Marvel ones. This one actually is the one that I hate the design of. I absolutely despise the design of this particular figure, but it was very cheap. You like picking these up secondhand now, like you get them for like a couple of pounds. So this guy here is. Can you tell me what this guy is? Like, because he does not look like the character he's supposed to be.
That is the Green Goblin. It looks reminiscent of the Ultimate Green Goblin in the Hulk suit from Endgame.
It's the Green Goblin, in the Hulk suit from Endgame, basically, yeah. But it's a horrible figure, isn't it? Like, absolutely.
It's awful. One of the worst I've ever seen. I mean, you can do Green
It's
Goblin.
really terrible.
Yeah, this is part two of Payday pickups. Apologies.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's but yeah, I had to pick them up just to be in the collection. I'm gonna have all the other ones, so I'm not missing too many now. The only like expensive-ish one that I still have to pick up is the Black Suit Spider-Man. I mean, even he's only like you can get him for like £10 if you shop around. So yeah, there's only a few more to go with them. I'll pick them up as I come across them.
Yeah, apologies. So I must have hit something wrong and it cut us off. So this is part two.
Yes, part two. Part two.
So is it me again? Me again?
It's you again.
So this is my third and final thing, and you'll be very surprised that I bought this day one. The reason I got this one is because it's cheaper than the other versions. I don't know how long I'm going to last with it. And I got this today. I have got
great pickup. Okay.
I've got 6 hours left on my trial on the Xbox, and I don't get enough time. And Tasha's more likely to tell me to turn this off on the telly than the likes of Control or Death Stranding or anything like that. Football she can't stand. So I got this one because it was only like £30. I picked up at Sports Direct of all places on the way home because it was the only place open in the town. And I mean, for someone like me that's got like a small interest that could wane at any point, I'm fully aware of that, of football this season, this seemed like a better option for me because even though this is a legacy edition, this is a legacy edition of FIFA 19 that I never had. My last FIFA on the Switch was FIFA 18 because it had the Euros, I believe, in that one. So this is a whole new game to me. It plays absolutely fine. It's FIFA handheld. It's got all the new teams. It's got modes. It's complete, unlike a certain other game that came out that we discussed in our show. So yeah, if you're unsure, this is only £30, $34.99 at most, I think I've seen it at. Whereas your Xbox, PS4 last gen version's 50 and your current gen versions are 60 because I've seen them in Morrison's tonight on the way home as well. For me, the way I'm seeing it is, if I play enough of the Xbox one, I'll pick up the main version in the Black Friday sale because it always drops by at least £10-15 at that point. However, for the meantime, I will get more playtime out of this. And I believe I know his name. I think that is Mbappé.
Yeah, that's Kylian Mbappé. Yeah,
Mbappé is how I pronounce it.
Kylian Mbappe. He's
don't know who he
one of
plays
the
for.
best players in the world. He plays for PSG and France.
So the thing about this is, it says in the back, no new features, only new stadiums, competitions, updated kits, squads. Do you know what? For me, this is enough. For a hardcore FIFA player, this is not enough. This is an embarrassment. This is what is it doing. However, I played it tonight. My daughter played it tonight because she's got an interest in football just now. She's actually going to start football training pretty soon. She's going to United. Sorry, I don't know you like come on it, but she's going to their Little Kickers, it's called. And obviously that wasn't installed by me. My fleeting interest in football has been at night, watching the United Stand podcast, highlights from the games, and sneaking a watch of Ronaldo playing against every other team because he tends to be the whole Man United squad at this point. So yeah, the good thing was like the whole game's on there. It's got like your Be a Pro mode, it's got your General Manager mode. So you've got a complete game here. So if you have only got a Switch, I think it's fairly priced for what it is. I think £30 is absolutely fine for what this is. And like I said, I am playing a lot of that because I've played more FIFA than Andy, which says a lot. However, I do need to turn my difficulty up. I'm not playing it online, but I showed you a result the other night. That wasn't from this game because I only picked it up today because this only came out today. And I think the score was it 18-0?
18-0, yes. You need to turn that difficulty up probably 2 steps.
That's what my friend said. He goes, what have you got that on? I went, just the standard difficulty. He goes, bump it up at least twice. He goes, you shouldn't be getting football scores like that. He says like that's. He says you're not. He said you're not playing basketball now, mate. He goes, the score should always like be like 3-2, 3-0, 2-0, like around that sort of thing, unless you're playing a really bad team. So yeah, this is FIFA 22 for the Switch, and like it's weird getting it Sports Direct, but the guy in this country, in Scotland, UK, whatever, he owns Game, so he's now, and it's a smart decision. He's selling FIFA at the counter where most folk go to buy their footballs and stuff. And when I went in today, the woman actually said they'd sold all of these bar one. There was one left after I bought this today, so it's obviously selling well for them, be it Legacy Edition or not. But yeah, for me, this is a whole new game. The one thing that I did notice, and I'm assuming is changeable, the shoot on the Xbox is B, however, shoot on this is X, which would be like square. So
that doesn't make sense. That's very strange.
It feels really weird. So, and I know you can change the controls anyway in the setup. So I don't know if I've skipped past, because I skipped a lot of the setup just to play this. It doesn't have the boring ass mode that I skipped. You know, the street football thing at the start where you see David Beckham in the lift. I have no interest in that anyway. I just want to play as Man United.
I skipped all that as well. I don't care about that.
And guess what? Compared to my experience with eFootball, this has got full commentary, up to date commentary. So you've got all that stuff. And I mean, like I said, you can't really. They did charge full price, I'm sure, for a year or two with the Legacy Editions. However, at £30, you can't argue.
Fine.
It's handheld
It's
FIFA.
fine.
It plays the same as FIFA. I'm not lying. It doesn't look as nice, but that's it. So that was my last pickup so far this month.
Yeah.
I do have a big pickup coming, but Andy said that has to go next month because this is Andy's show. It's his rules. So I'm looking forward to next month's pickups. Most of the reason why I haven't bought so much is because I've got a big pickup coming in a week today. Which you can't see.
So I've got 2 other things. I think we can guess what Ali's pickup is, and I'm sure he might do a video on just that.
I might do an unboxing as well.
Yeah. But yeah, my next game that I picked up, I've got 2 more. So we've got 2 from me. So my next game that I picked up is for our challenge. So Ali set us a challenge at the beginning of the year on the podcast, which was for us to complete 12 games over the course of the year, which sounds fine, very doable. But 2 of them had to be Soulsborne games.
Yes.
Now, I have already completed now Bloodborne, so I'm 1 down, and I had to pick up another one so that I could continue on with that challenge. So I picked up Dark Souls Remastered on the PS4.
You actually bought it? Nice.
I bought it on PS4, yes. And so I've started playing it as well, and it's very hard. And it's definitely not as good as Bloodborne, but I can see kind of where Bloodborne comes from this game. It's good to go back to back to the roots and see where it's going to come from. But they fly. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far, but probably not as much as Bloodborne. And like, you can tell it's an older game, like the way the graphics are on and stuff like that. It is definitely a remaster and not a remake like what they've done with Demon Souls. The reason I picked Dark Souls over Demon Souls is simply for the fact that it seems like it's going to be easier. And the challenge only stipulated it had to be a Soulsborne game, not any specific one. I know Alex been trying with Demon Souls and struggling quite a lot with it, especially with the whole like if you die you get stuck back to the beginning of the level and there's no like there doesn't seem to be a bonfire system or anything like that in it. That really turns me off of that game completely. But this game has bonfires in it that seem regular enough. I'm sure they'll spread out over the game, but in Bloodborne, they had the lanterns that were okay for the most part. Some of the sections were longer than others, but for the most part, it was okay. So yeah, this one I'm going to be playing. My aim is to complete this game by the end of the year. I am generally going to be playing kind of like horror themed games for October mostly, and this definitely fits into that. Life is Strange as well because it's kind of supernaturally. But this game will take me longer than October to finish for sure. So my deadline is 31st of December to complete Dark Souls Remastered. And I think I can do it. Like I beat Bloodborne. I can beat Dark Souls Remastered. I will be fine.
No.
And then my last pickup was just a weird one that I happened to come across. Because it was very cheap. And I've never played this game before, but I recognised the cover. And I don't know if this is related to another game, right? But anyway, it was this game, Air Combat on the PS1. Air Combat Alley on the PS1. Right,
Is that not Air Combat 3?
Oh, it's just called Air Combat. So I remember Ace Combat.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Air Combat.
Was it? Hold on, was it Air Combat then? It was Ace Combat? Yeah, Air Combat was the original one.
Know.
Yeah.
So this is the precursor to Ace Combat then?
I loved those games, man. I forgot they existed till right now.
Like, I liked Ace Combat. I remember playing those. I don't ever remember playing this one, but like I say, it was very cheap. Oh, I should buy it. So yeah, I picked it up, and like I don't know if I'll ever play it. Like I don't have a system that could play it right now, but
I do. I've got PS2.
Yeah, so like maybe I will bring it to Ali's house and play it there.
Yeah, we should.
Air Combat. And we can. Is it 2 player? 1 or 2 players? Yes, we could play it in 2 players. Air Combat. But yeah, like I like the art and stuff like that because it's like there's a big sticker thing on it, but like it's the 2 planes like flying over the big bridge.
It looks old school Namco-y, like see with that background as well. It reminds me of the rendered Tekken screens and stuff.
It is very old school Namco, yeah, but it's a cool kind of like curio pickup. Like, I always like to pick up something weird, and like it's not that weird, but like it's something a bit strange and different. So.
It's not as strange as me picking up FIFA on launch day.
It is not. No, I did not expect you to buy FIFA on launch day. Like, I accept you like playing FIFA through Game Pass or through like EA Access or whatever, but buying an actual game on the Switch is quite mad.
I have bought FIFA on the Switch before. Like I said, I bought the 2018, which had Cristiano Ronaldo on the cover.
But I took that to be, I don't know, like you got excited about the World Cup.
Was it World Cup? Was it not Euros? No.
Maybe or Euros? No, World Cup.
I think you're right about World Cup. Yeah, you're right about World Cup.
Yeah, 2018. Because Euros was 2020.
Yeah, and it was
because you'd have been excited about the World Cup. But this year, the Euros is gone. Like it's quite done.
Came and went
at this point.
And I did watch that. I bought football strips during the Euros.
You did, yeah. But yeah, it was strange picking up FIFA. But yes, what did you think of our pickups this time? What's my favourite pickup? Probably Life is Strange. I think that's going to be the best thing there for me. Ali's one, his Streets of Rage game that he's not going to ever open. His FIFA game that he buys day one.
Do you know what? Demons of Astabar is quite cool. Like the extras you get with it.
I like that. That's very cool. So yeah, that would be yours. But what's your favourite pickup of that we've picked up?
Out of all of them.
No. I mean, I'm talking to the community, the viewers. What's your favourite pickup of ours? Let us know in the comments below. Leave us a like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It is in 2 parts because Ali did something.
And stream in the middle of it. Don't worry, it only cut off my Demons of Astaborg, and then it kind of, I just flowed in. Like I realised I'd stopped it soon enough, I wasn't talking to dead air. So part 1's already available with thumbnail, which I created. So I actually missed 3 of Andy's pickups. I'm probably going to need to watch this video later, which will get us the views. But yes, this is part 2. If you're watching this and you're like, why part 2? Because I've got my fingers slipped.
Exactly. He's got sticky fingers. But anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and we'll catch you next month for the next Payday pickup.